Hi, one SBR Sports Picks. His name is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com, SBRodds.com. We're winding up our coverage of the bowl season, and right now we're going to talk with Doug Upstone from Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, one of our most popular handicappers, long-term success. We're going to cover the Rose Bowl right now, right? USC and Penn State. It's an interesting one. Obviously, gets played in California.
Yes.
So regional advantage, maybe, if you believe in that sort of thing. To USC here, they're a 6.5-point favorite. The total is 60. And both of these teams were great ATS down the stretch. So hard to bet against one of them, at least at first glance on paper, right, Mike Brenner?
No doubt about it, and especially the way this bowl season's going. My God, who can call any of this stuff that's going on? There's just upsets everywhere.
Yeah.
This is a tale of two coaches that are really getting a hold of their team, and the team's buying what they're selling. You know, Clay Helton's got a dangerous team. James Franklin, this team just took off and did not stop. Had some big come-from-behind victories that really took them to another level confidence-wise. Pete, for me, this is a damn 10-foot pole. It's a tough one to call. If I had to lean, I would say USC because I think maybe the momentum might slow down with this break in between from Penn State. With that being said, the home field advantage. Hell, I'm talking myself into it. But I am dying to hear what Doug's got to say.
All right, and in general, I would be leaning towards the over, except that the Bulls sort of like after Christmas have burned me on totals, so I'm kind of like not sure what I.
You're being a Scrooge now.
Yeah.
Humbug,
all right, so Doug Upstone, what can you tell us about the Rose Bowl?
Well, let's see. We'll start with Penn State. And there's a possibility. I think this team could certainly cover. Obviously, we know they finished 9-0 and 8-1 against the spread down the stretch, and no quarterback in the country was hotter than Trace McSorley, who threw for 760 yards, 8 touchdowns, and no picks in his last 2 games, which is just absolutely unbelievable. Now, the thing to consider, too, is that 384 of those yards came against Wisconsin, who going into the Big Ten championship had only allowed 191 yards passing per game. So that was quite a feat. And what makes this team interesting, besides their running back Barkley, is that their pass receivers, in my opinion, are vastly underrated and really didn't get enough credit, and especially showed up in that Big Ten championship game where Wisconsin had been so good against the pass. So I like what they're bringing to the table. Defensively, they do have some weaknesses, but they do have 39 sacks, which is 10th nationally in the country. Now, USC, they come in this game, and how they win and cover this game is with the running game. They average 206 yards per game rushing. And when you look at the 8 bowl teams that Penn State faced this year, they gave up an average of exactly 206 yards rushing. So USC has the strength to be able to pound them. Plus, Sam Darnold has proven to be a very strong quarterback. He throws the ball well, has excellent receivers. So there's real positives there. On defense, USC has athletes, not necessarily all together all the time. So I think there's a few opportunities for Penn State as well. So bottom line, when you look at this game, guys, is that it's real easy to take USC. Okay, they're basically at home. They seldom play poorly in the Rose Bowl. But there's just something to me about this Penn State team. They create lots of big plays, and it's just over and over and over again. They do it on both sides of the ball. So if they create any turnovers at all in this game, I think they can win it outright. But for sure, I'll take Penn State to cover this one, losing by 3 or 4 points.
Interesting take.
A real interesting take, and that just solidifies my 10-foot pole. I got to stay the hell off of this one, buddy.
All right.
Real.
Doug Upstone, thanks so much for your thoughts on the Rose Bowl.
Thanks, Doug.
My pleasure, gentlemen. Happy New Year.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at SBRodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.